Hello, you're here on Thursday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with MINH and again headlines. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính in Brazil, striving for best possible outcome. Defense diplomacy activities carried out efficiently. Expert optimistic about Vietnam-US future cooperation prospects. For the third consecutive year, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, accompanied by his spouse and the Vietnamese delegation, paid an official visit to Brazil to attend the expanded BRICS summit and conduct bilateral activities. Over the course of 3 full days in Rio de Janeiro, the Prime Minister maintained a packed schedule with nearly 40 activities, including participation in BRICS events, bilateral meetings with leaders of countries and international organizations, and engagements with Brazilian counterparts. The visit concluded successfully, leaving a strong impression and delivering substantive outcomes. The 2025 BRICS Summit, held under the theme Strengthening Global South Cooperation for More Inclusive and Sustainable Governance, brought together 35 leaders, including heads of state and government from BRICS member countries, partner nations, invited guests, as well as leaders of international organizations and global financial institutions. Representing Vietnam as the BRICS partner, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended and spoke at 2 of the summit's 3 most important high-level sessions. Vietnam is a rapidly developing country, improving the lives of its people, while expanding its international presence and reputation. As an important BRICS partner, Vietnam's presence strengthens BRICS in Asia and reinforces the group as a practical, not just political, platform for development cooperation. On this occasion, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held bilateral meetings with around 20 leaders of countries and international organizations attending the summit. In these meetings, the Prime Minister reaffirmed Vietnam's desire to be a sincere friend and reliable partner to all countries and organizations, while discussing concrete directions and actions to further deepen Vietnam's cooperation with each of them. The Prime Minister's visit has helped elevate Vietnam's role and position and deepen ties with partners, especially traditional friends. It also contributes to attracting resources for breakthroughs in science and technology and expanding exports to potential markets through greater market diversification. Alongside attending the 2025 expanded BRICS Summit, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính also carried out bilateral activities in the Federative Republic of Brazil, aiming to advance multifaceted cooperation, particularly in the economic field. As a global leader in food processing, with headquarters in Brazil and offices in 24 countries and territories, JBS sees Vietnam as a fast-growing economy undergoing major transformation. The country has a young workforce, strong infrastructure, and quality financial services for investors. That's why we consider Vietnam our top choice, a key manufacturing and distribution hub in Asia. During the Prime Minister's visit to Brazil, 6 cooperation agreements were signed between the 2 countries and their businesses in key areas such as science and technology, innovation, digital transformation, sports cooperation, specifically football, agricultural production, and the import-export of beef, pangasius, and tilapia. Notably, the Prime Minister witnessed the dispatch of the first container of Brazilian beef exported to Vietnam. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visit marks a historic milestone in Brazil-Vietnam relations. It is the first time Brazil exports beef to Vietnam and the first time Vietnam exports tilapia fillets to Brazil. This demonstrates a strong, trusted, and mutually beneficial agricultural partnership, a foundation for stronger cooperation in the future. The Prime Minister's trip to the expanded BRICS Summit and bilateral activities in Brazil was a success on multiple fronts. It helped realize key tasks outlined in Politburo Resolution No. 59 on international integration and effectively promoted Vietnam's foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, multilateralization, and diversification, being a trusted partner and responsible member of the international community. The visit delivered practical benefits for both countries and contributed to peace, cooperation, and development in the region and beyond. On the afternoon of July the 9th, General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense, chaired a conference to assign the duties of Commander of Military Region 7 to Major General Lê Xuân Thế. On behalf of the Central Military Commission, Ministry of National Defense, General Phan Van Giang congratulated the contributions of Lieutenant General Nguyễn Trường Thắng and Major General Lê Xuân Thế for the cause of building the military, strengthening national defense. General Phan Van Giang asked and Major General Lê Xuân Thế in his new position as Commander of Military Region 7, together with the Standing Board of the Party Committee and the Chain of Command of Military Region 7, coordinate with the localities to build a solid whole people defense disposition in combination with the whole people security disposition. He also required Military Region 7 to maintain combat readiness status, promptly and effectively handling any situation in the locality, especially on the border, minority ethnic and religious areas. On July the 9th, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, the Minister of National Defense, chaired conferences to roll out defense diplomacy activities in celebration of the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day, September 2nd, and the construction of a symbolic area to recognize the support and assistance of countries in Vietnam's resistance wars. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến stated that inviting leaders of ministries of defense and military personnel from various countries to attend and participate in the parade to celebrate national holiday demonstrates the spirit of pure international solidarity and Vietnam's appreciation for the support, solidarity and assistance of international friends. He requested that relevant agencies closely coordinate in implementing tasks, including developing a reception plan to serve the delegations of leaders from ministries of defense of various countries and military personnel participating in the parade. Regarding the construction of a symbolic area to recognize the support and assistance of countries in Vietnam's resistance wars, to date, the leveling and landfilling work has been completed. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến asked agencies and units to mobilize human resources, materials, machinery, and equipment to speed up the construction progress with the highest sense of determination. On the evening of July the 9th in Hanoi, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, the Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, attended a reception marking the 60th anniversary of the Singapore Armed Forces. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến emphasized that over more than 50 years, the trusted political ties between Vietnam and Singapore have laid the foundation for comprehensive cooperation, with defense being a key pillar. He noted that defense cooperation has seen important results, especially in delegation exchanges, personnel training, service-to-service ties, dialogue mechanisms, and coordination at ASEAN-led multilateral forums. The Ministry of National Defense and the Vietnam People's Army attach great importance to fostering a trusted, effective, and substantive relationship with the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces of Singapore, contributing significantly to the continued growth of the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. After months of intense but proud training at the National Military Training Center No. 4, the marching units are now showing their highest level of determination, all are united by a common goal to be ready for the nation's grand celebration. As the office drill rehearsal begins, command echo across the field, its step following the next in perfect formation. Under the blazing sun on the drill ground, the steel roses appear strong and resilient, yet still graceful. We faced many challenges during training. First was the harsh weather, and since it was our first time handling musical instruments, everything felt unfamiliar. But with determination, we are fully committed to completing our task with excellence. Our top requirement is strong, synchronized, and precise movement. Based on that, we train daily starting from the most basic steps so each soldier fully understands the fundamentals of marching. Not only at Training Center No. 4, but also across all three drill rehearsal zones, the vibrant spirit and determination are spreading with great intensity. This spirit is not only reflected in formation and posture, but also felt in the will of every soldier who endures the harsh weather and rigorous training schedule. For me, this is not just a task, but it's an opportunity to showcase the image of a commando soldier, courageous, disciplined, and always ready to accept and complete an mission with excellence. Today's rehearsal is just the beginning, but it already reveals the spirit and quality of the upcoming parade, where every step results not only with strength, but also with patriotism, responsibility, and unwavering loyalty to the nation. Coming up next, experts optimistic about Vietnam-US future cooperation prospects. High-quality Vietnamese goods make inroads into Republic of Korea market. 2025 marks a significant milestone, the 30th anniversary of the normalization of Vietnam-US relations, July 11, 1995 to 2025, and the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification, April 30th, 1975 to 2025. Brian Eller, a senior fellow and director of the Southeast Asia program at the U.S. Stimson Center, stated that over the past 3 decades, Vietnam and the U.S. have transitioned from former adversaries to strategic partners thanks to the efforts of the governments and individuals of both countries. He named former President Bill Clinton, former Senator John Kerry, and late Senator John McCain and their counterparts in Vietnam among people that brought the Vietnam-U.S. relationship forward and turned it into the incredibly robust and strategic relationship as it is today. According to Mr. Eller, the two countries can cooperate in matters related to the Mekong River and maritime security. He underscored Vietnam's critical role in global food security, noting that the world is increasingly reliant on food supplies from Vietnam. However, challenges such as climate change, extreme weather, and water scarcity are placing pressure on the economic output of the Mekong Delta. He went on to say that the U.S. can provide technical assistance to help farmers in the Delta transition to high-value agricultural products. From July the 7th to the 9th, a delegation of the High-Quality Vietnamese Goods Business Association participated in the 2025 Korea Import Fair held at the COEX Exhibition Center in Seoul. On July the 8th, the association signed a memorandum of understanding with the Korea Importers Association, KORMA in short. This marked an important milestone, opening up new opportunities for strategic cooperation between businesses of both countries. This year's fair attracted over 200 companies and brands from 40 countries across Europe, Asia, and Africa, featuring a wide range of foods, consumer goods, specialty items, and creative products. The Vietnamese delegation's visit aimed not only to join the fair and sign a memorandum of understanding, but also to seek import partners and explore promising distribution channels in the Korean market. With careful preparation and strong support from related agencies, the delegation expects positive results to help boost Vietnam's exports and promote its products on the global stage. On July the 9th in Hanoi, on the occasion of the 65th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnamese Tourism Center, July the 9th, 1960-2025, the Tourism Information Center officially launched a travel video contest under the theme Vietnam Travel to Love. A key highlight of the contest is focused on YouTube Shorts, a popular short video format among young audiences for its accessibility and strong viral potential on digital platforms. The contest runs from July the 9th to September the 9th, 2025, and is open to Vietnamese citizens aged 18 and above, as well as content creators nationwide. Participants will submit short videos up to 60 seconds under the theme Travel to Chill, Feel to Love, focusing on topics such as exploring Vietnam's nature, culture, or cuisine, personal travel stories, unique local experiences, or international visitors' perspectives on Vietnam. Videos can be in Vietnamese or English, or include English subtitles to reach a wider audience. It is the end of the Listening News Bulletin today. You watch news again at QPVN.vn. And goodbye and see you next time.